Hey, remember when the Habs couldn't score, like, any goals, like, last year? That sure sucked, didn't it? Hey everyone, it's Ben back again, and this time the Habs beat the Jets 7-4 in one of the craziest offensive games I've seen in a long time. Starting from the beginning, Phillip Danault, who I probably should have put in as the biggest surprise of the season in my midway point video yesterday. I don't know if Byron was the right choice. I probably should have said Danault. Phillip Danault, 57 seconds into the game, gets the rebound backhand goal and puts the Habs up 1-0. And then not too long after, Flynn gets a pretty damn nice pass from Sven Andrighetto and somehow sneaks a shot through Hellebuck and puts the Habs up 2-0 before the 5-minute mark in the first period. I'm like, oh, so this is going to be kind of like the Leafs game the other night. There's going to be so much scoring, and I was right. Habs kind of take their foot off the gas pedal a little bit and ends up costing them. The Jets get 2 goals to tie it up 2-2 from Scheifele and Perreault. But then, just before the end of the period, Lehkonen works really hard to break up a puck battle in the corner. The puck squirts out to Plekanec, and he makes no mistake. Roofs it to put the Habs up 3-2. And what flu? He didn't have no flu. He scores the goal, makes it 3-2. You know, getting a goal last game. Now this game, maybe if he keeps doing it tonight in the next few games, maybe his trade value goes up a little bit. You know, trade deadline soon. You never know. Shots were 10-10, pretty even that period. Pretty even score that period. Not too much defense played that period. But then we go into the second, and that is when the Habs just start to take it to the Jets. Shots on the whole period in the second, 10-3. And early on, Andrighetto gets a lucky bounce and puts it in for his first of the year. And then Danault, oh my god, was this beautiful. First skates by like 2 Jets, dodges a hit by Byfuglien, snipes it for his second goal of the game, and that was one of the nicest coast-to-coast goals I've seen a Habs score in a long time. That was beautiful. Then not too long after, Scheifele gets a goal on the power play to make it only 5-3, and then that's how the second ends, 5-3 Canadians. So going into the third, 2-goal lead, I'm like, we are not the Canadians of like 3 to 4 years ago. We're not going to give up this lead. And sure enough, come right out early on in the third. Lehkonen with a beautiful tip of a Shea Weber shot gets the Habs up 6-3. And then Lehkonen again gets the rebound for his second goal of the game on a scrum to put the Habs up 7-3. And Brian Little would end up getting a goal to make it 7-4. And then they did pull their goalie with about 3 minutes left, the Jets did. And they had a lot of sustained pressure at the end, but they just couldn't get some pucks in the net, and the Habs ended up winning the game 7-4. Shots on the whole game only ended up being 30-27 Montreal, because in the last few minutes of the third, the Jets kind of started pouring it on. They got a few shots. Montoya stood pretty tall for the last few minutes of the game and kept the score where it was. And I'm glad he got the offensive effort from the rest of the team that he did, because he had deserved a couple games earlier on in the season that the players playing around him did not play for him. But then last night they did. They got the win 7-4, and then tonight Price is going to be in for what will probably end up being the harder half of the back-to-back, playing Minnesota, who, you know, Devin Dubnyk is not exactly an easy goalie to score on. So yeah, it's hard to be too mad about anything from last night's game. It was just all offense all night long, and it was a whole lot of fun to watch. I'm sorry that's not the most analytical way to put it, but geez. If we can keep scoring like that, maybe Price can just stay in a slump. I don't know. Anyway, see you guys next time.